Hey guys, I'm Christina and welcome back to my channel. So I think today might be the best video that I've ever made. I'm so excited because I'm engaged. Oh my gosh, I cannot even believe it. It is so surreal, but I have a ring on my finger and it is just craziness. So I just wanted to go over everything with you guys today, my proposal story, share some photos with you, and of course talk about this beautiful ring. There's just so much to say, but I'm so excited to go on this journey, and we're going venue shopping next weekend. So I plan on making a wedding series here on my YouTube channel, and I will just keep you guys updated throughout the whole year and a half of our wedding. And so if you guys have any specific topics you want to talk about, leave a comment below. So I wanted to start with my proposal story. So I guess I need to do a backstory before I tell you exactly how it happened. So my now fiance was in the car, and he had just gotten home from the gym or wherever, and I opened the garage door and he was in his car talking to his mom. And I guess he didn't realize I could hear him, hello, because he was on Bluetooth, and I overheard him tell his mom that he was going to be coming down to Miami, or his mom was going to be coming up to Tampa to go ring shopping. And I said, oh my God, ring shopping? And he was like, Mom, I gotta go. So he hung up with his mom. I started freaking out and I was like, you're going ring shopping? So because of that, we ended up going ring shopping together, and honestly, it was really probably for the best, and I'm really happy I did it. Because of that, I was, able to get the type of ring I wanted, because I had never tried on rings before. So I highly recommend you do it. If you don't want to do it with your boyfriend, then don't do it. But I would recommend doing it at some point in your life to really figure out what it is that you wanted, because I completely changed my mind once I actually put the ring on my finger. Everything just kind of looks a little bit different when you try it on. I have really skinny, long fingers, so different types of things look different on me than it would on other people. And Pinterest is a great way to look up what kind of ring you want, but there's nothing like trying it on. So back to the story. So we went to 2 different shops, and I tried on 2 different rings that I liked, and I showed him which ones I liked. So I thought I was probably going to get one of those. So I knew that there was a ring coming, but I didn't think we were gonna get engaged until November through January. That was my guess. It was gonna happen around the holidays. Okay, so we had planned a trip. We actually had just purchased 2 tickets. My fiance went to the University of Texas, so he's a huge Texas Longhorn football fan. And last year we went to Dallas for the Oklahoma-Texas game. So we were going back again this year, so we purchased our tickets for that and our plane tickets. And then we also purchased plane tickets to go to Austin, because the first game of the season was going to be Texas versus Notre Dame, which was a big deal. So we purchased those tickets, and honestly, I didn't think anything of it. I just, knew we were going to Austin, and in my mind, I was like, okay, we're going to be getting engaged during the holidays. He's not going to propose this early. So we fly out of Tampa, we go to Austin, we kind of enjoy the day Thursday, and then on Friday, we were hanging out with one of his fraternity brothers and his girlfriend, and we did a tour of the campus, which was awesome. We went out to lunch with some of his friends and his friends' parents, and then my boyfriend was like, oh, I have a stomach ache, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my gosh, you have a stomach ache and we're on vacation, what is going on? So we went back to the hotel. Meanwhile, now looking back, I know why he had a stomach ache, because he was so nervous. So we go back to the hotel, he takes a nap, and then we decide to meet up with one of his friends again, and his girlfriend, who we had been hanging out with, and we did a little bit of day drinking. And my boyfriend at the time, my now fiance, was in a really bad mood, and so I guess I went to go get some beers, and his friend was like, hey, cut it out, you need to stop, why are you in a bad mood, calm down, stop freaking out, like it's gonna be okay. And he was getting in a bad mood because he was like so anxious about what was going to happen. So his friend was like, okay, well, we have to leave, we have to go to my aunt and uncle's house. And I was just like, okay. So we decided to go back to the hotel, get ready, and I was told I was going to this like little pregame party that him and his fraternity brothers, when he was an undergrad, used to go out and drink. And I was like, okay. So we start driving out there, we get a cab, and it's like pretty far away. Like, so we're driving through Austin, and it's like a 20-minute ride. Like, we are nowhere near the campus at this point. We're like in an area with these beautiful mansions that are like on top of all these like hills and cliffs, and they're like these beautiful homes. And I'm like, how did you know about this area while you went to college here? Like, rapid firing questions. I'm like, did you have a friend that lived out here? Like, how did you get out here if you were all the way at the campus? Did you guys drive? Like, I'm asking all these questions, and he's answering them. He's doing a good job of answering them. So the cab driver drops us off in front of this like cliff thing, and he's like, okay, we have to climb up this cliff because there's like 6 people up there, and we're just gonna pregame. And I'm like, we're gonna pregame? Like, we didn't even bring alcohol. Do they have enough alcohol for us? Like, asking all these questions. And he's like, no, it's fine. So we start climbing it up, and this is like a pretty big cliff that we are climbing. Now, I'm in a dress. Luckily, I wore flats. And I even joked, I was like, what, are you proposing or something? And I started laughing, and he started laughing. But honestly, like, it didn't even really cross my mind that this was about to happen. So we make it up the cliff, and we get up there, and I see all these rose petals and roses and candles, and his friend and his girlfriend were standing up there, and there were actually a couple other people up there as well that we didn't know that just happened to be up there, but they were very sweet and, you know, respectful. And so his friend and his girlfriend had set it all up for us, and they had said they were like going to their uncle's house, but really they were setting this beautiful like area up for us. And then he proposed, and it was so gorgeous. It was overlooking like one of the bridges in Austin. There was water. Like, it was amazing. It was so romantic, and it completely caught me off guard. I was like, oh my goodness, like, it was so beautiful. So that just proves that if you go ring shopping, you can still 100% be surprised, because I was so blown away. So I wanted to share some photos with you guys, and then we'll talk about my ring. I hope you guys enjoyed those photos. As you can see, it was so beautiful. He did such a great job. It was just such a stunning view, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. It was just perfect. It really was, and I would love to go back there one day and visit. It's just because when you get proposed to, it's kind of like you black out and you kind of forget everything almost. It's just like such a blur, and I wish I could have just like stayed up there for hours, but it was amazing. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the ring. Yes, that's gonna be like the biggest question if you get proposed to, or maybe you're already been proposed, but like everyone always wants to see your ring. It's always like, let me see your ring. So I wanted to go over it with you. So as you guys know, we had gone ring shopping, and there were a couple of there were 2 different rings I had picked out that I had shown him I liked, and he actually didn't even get me either one of those. He got me a much nicer one actually, so I cannot complain. It's like, my ring is so beautiful. So I was between, there was a couple things though that he knew I really wanted that he made sure was on this ring. So the first thing was like the cut of my ring. I was between a cushion cut and a princess cut because I knew I wanted a squared ring. I mean, I think all engagement rings are absolutely beautiful, but I really just prefer the square shape over the other shapes. So the reason why I went with the princess cut was because it's a little bit more sparkly. sparkly than the cushion cut. So another thing that I really wanted to have on my ring was the cutout sides on the band. So I'm going to show that to you. As you can see, like right here, it drops on the band, and I love that. It's just so pretty. So my diamonds go all the way down the side, and then the back is just platinum. We decided to go with a platinum band just because it is more expensive than doing the white gold, but it seems to be worth it because you don't have to get it like professionally cleaned as much as you do with white gold. So I definitely think that that was a good investment. And then another thing that I wanted was I definitely wanted a halo around my diamond just because it makes it more shiny and more sparkly, and I really love that. And I just love this ring. It is so beautiful. I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you can see it. But the biggest thing about rings is you really want to get a good quality ring. I know like as females we really care about carats and like how big your ring is, but really if you get a big ring and you don't get a good quality ring, you're going to see a lot of inclusions and imperfections in them, and your ring isn't going to be like super sparkly and shiny. So I highly just suggest like really doing your research on the 4 C's, which is color, cut, clarity, and carat, and then focus more on like the clarity of your ring and the cut of your ring. And the carats are important, but you really want like a clear, good quality colored ring as opposed to like a really big ring that doesn't have a lot of shine to it, because it's just not gonna look as good. You really want like a nice sparkly ring, and I'm not saying you need to have a big ring or that you need to have a ring like mine, because there's so many different rings out there. They're so beautiful, all of them, and that's what's the great thing about engagement rings is it's kind of like represents your personality, and it's really cute that someone made it for you and really thought about what you liked, because I mean all my friends have beautiful rings and everyone's is so different. Like some people I know, some people who don't even have like white diamonds, some people have, one of my friends, she actually has like a ruby, and then the yellow diamond is really popular, which is what I originally thought I wanted, but I ended up going with the white diamond just because it's so sparkly and like I love sparkle. But anyway, I'm gonna stop babbling here, and I'm going to zoom in for the ring so that you can get a better look of it. Okay guys, that concludes the end of this video all about my proposal story and my engagement ring. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my first episode on my wedding series. I cannot wait to go on this journey, and I can't wait for you guys to be a part of it. If you have any questions or if you have any advice, please leave a comment below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.